Alrighty, are you guys ready to talk about Dennis Prager? Well, probably not, but we're going to be talking about him anyway. So if that's not something you really wanted to talk about, then that kind of blows. But it's okay. Don't worry. We have the fan art section to cleanse your brain before we do that. So, we have a piece here from, and I'm trying to pull it up right now because I am ever prepared. This one is from Fire Sparks. It is Suris Adventure 2, which I didn't even... This thing where I pick a fan art and I completely forget that the song that's going on in the background is directly representative of this, but it's the freaking Boom Boo ghosts from Sonic Adventure 2 chasing me. Though Fire Sparks did say, sorry if it's not good like the others are, as their caption for this. And I just want to go ahead and say, your art is good as it is, Fire Sparks. And your art will always continue to improve. Don't get yourself down because you see other artists who seem to be more talented than you are. They started at a lower area as well. Everybody does. Your art is good, and anybody who submits fan art at all is appreciated. Insanely. Don't beat yourself up or get yourself down because you think that other people who submit fan art are doing things better. Doesn't matter. I appreciate it either way. And it is amazing, regardless. And the Sonic Adventure 2 fan in me is overjoyed saying something like this. So thank you. I deeply appreciate it. With that said, if you want your fan art to be shown in a future episode, please drop it in the fan art section of the Discord channel. With that said, let's go ahead and roll the intro. So we can talk about Denny Prager. So you and I need to have a talk about masks and vaccines, and oh god, we're probably real tired of talking about these things today. But, of course, Dennis Prager makes it very hard not to talk about I should probably point out the fact that we're at a beach right now. It's because these are the last episodes that I am making whilst I am actually on vacation. And so, since these episodes will be uploaded while I'm literally on vacation, I figured it was only fitting. Totally didn't just do this as a coping mechanism to get over the fact that I can't use my winter stuff yet. Don't worry, I'm dealing with it just fine. I really want to use my Christmas assets, but I will have patience. Anyway, Dennis Prager, talk to us about rising gas prices and other shit.
No. What she found funny was that she doesn't have a magic wand, but somebody in her party has a magic wand. The reason we're paying so much is because the magic wand of the Democratic president was to destroy the energy independence of the United States of America.
Do you know how legislation works, Dennis? It is not a magic wand. Dennis does not understand how politics works. The President of the United States, whilst they have been gaining more power as a matter of position over the last few decades, they are not a dictatorial force. They cannot just press a button and then suddenly all problems in a particular sector of the United States are solved. That is... the wheels of democracy turn slowly, and that is, unfortunately, Dennis, by design, so that you can't have a random dictatorial president come in and just upend everything all at once. Though, believe me, we have had presidents who have tried. But, yeah, no, we've already got our first set of Jesus fucking Christ, do you even think before you speak, Dennis's. Are you okay, hon? No. I'm sorry. I am recording. But I did want to check up on you and see if you're okay. Ah! Hello? Oh, don't even say it back. Ass.
I'll say it back when you cuddle me, bitch.
I'll cuddle you when I'm done. Ass. Jeebus. But yeah, we have our first bit of congratulations. You got everything you fucking said wrong. Let's keep going.
With one magic wand, the man ruined our economy.
Did he?
Ruined the ability of the lower and middle class to pay their energy bills.
Really? Is that true? Did Biden really come in and then just with a single flick of his dick, the entirety of the United States energy sector just got fucked? I really, really doubt that. But, you know, go on, I suppose.
As in Germany, by the way. This is not just unique to the United States. Anywhere that you have people who are governed by fear of global warming, idiotic, irrational, sick fear of extinction of the biosphere. I mean, do you understand?
Let me get this straight. So that thing that all accredited scientific organizations agree is happening is definitely not happening. And moreover, not only is it not happening, but it is a sick and twisted fear to believe that climate change, the thing that is really happening in the real world, and we see the real effects of it, especially with extinction of various indigenous species, that is not a thing, and it is a sick thing to consider? Really? Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? Citation, please. Citation, please. And, oh, please don't do the louder with Crowder method of citing this, where you're like, aha, look, NASA agrees with me. This one island had an increase of ice by 2 inches. Meanwhile, everywhere else, we have a decrease of 3. Oh, boy. Don't be that guy, Dennis. Don't make yourself look like a fool like Steven. Please.
And the nonsense that we live with, if we survive this as a free country, historians will just ask, how did this happen? How did people get governed by irrational fears? Whether it is of the non-vaccinated who are the pariahs of America, as I have not seen in my lifetime.
Really?
Any pariah group like this. During the AIDS...
God Christ, he's... Okay, guys. We're about to witness the biggest fucking lie Dennis has ever said in his life. Let's go.
Crisis. Can you imagine if gay men and intravenous drug users, who were the vast majority of people with AIDS, had they been pariahs the way the non-vaccinated are?
Dennis, do you even know what happened under the Reagan administration? Do you remember the absolute blunders that happened with the AIDS crisis? They literally were. There was an entire panic about gay people. And AIDS. There are still people today who believe that AIDS is exclusively a gay thing. My guy, they were socially ostracized. They were beat. We had entire riots about this. Go fucking look at Stonewall. Please, Dennis. Please, I beg of you, for the life of every American citizen who has ever thunk a thought, please, go read some goddamn newspaper clippings from the age. Oh, but don't worry, we're going to look at some stuff, too.
But it would have been inconceivable, and it should have been inconceivable. They should.
It literally happened!
But this is kosher. This is okay. You can make the non-vaccinated. So it's...
Yes, because unlike AIDS, non-vaccinated people are actually a threat to public health. Because it's not like people with AIDS are going around and just fucking people in public, squirting their sexual juices on people's open wounds in a desperate attempt to try to start an epidemic. That's not a thing that is happening, Dennis. But an allegorically similar thing is happening with COVID, where there are literally people who fucking cough on shit in grocery stores in a desperate attempt to have pranks. Not a picture you needed? I didn't need to see a picture of Dennis's face! So, what kind of things were said during the AIDS crisis, I wonder?
Lightning rod for anger and for a whole lot of fear.
Swimmer's few as pool opens after AIDS scare.
What splashed Williamson into the national spotlight was the mayor's decision to close the city pool after an AIDS victim swam in it.
Until more is known about the disease, I don't feel like we have any other choice.
It seems they would do it all again, not only because of the fear of AIDS, but because of the dislike of homosexuals.
It was 1987. AIDS was something we didn't know a lot about. It had only been a few years since the first news reports.
The lifestyle of some male homosexuals has triggered an epidemic of a rare form of cancer.
Some were calling AIDS the gay plague.
So, what I'm hearing is that Dennis is wrong? What I'm hearing is that based on actual evidence of things that happened during the actual time of the widespread pandemonium that was the fucking HIV crisis, that is still not completely solved today, mind you. That the exact thing that Dennis said didn't happen did in fact fucking happen? Oh my god, listen to that.
And it was spreading at an alarming rate. When leading man Rock Hudson revealed he had AIDS, suddenly it seemed no one was safe. Misinformation was rampant. Some believed you could catch AIDS from a toilet seat, through kissing or sharing a glass. So that was the climate in 1987 when Mike Sisko, who had AIDS, jumped into his small town's public pool.
And what happened? Did you notice other people reacting to you?
Not till I got inside the pool. They kind of ran like people do on those science fiction movies where Godzilla walks into the street or something.
When we heard the story, we took our cameras down to West Virginia to hear what the locals had to say.
Let them find somewhere else to go. I mean, heck, they can buy them an island and a ice somewhere, I'm sure. Let them all go there. But I think God has given them the AIDS for a special reason. I think that's God telling them, hey, this is no good.
Boy, howdy, Dennis. I wonder if perhaps, maybe, just maybe, they were treated like pariahs or something and mistreated in the media and also in public and perhaps ostracized in many ways and told that they couldn't participate in various public activities. Boy, howdy, you said that you had never seen anything like it. Boy, what would have happened if this had happened to gay people? Ever? Gee, Dennis, you lived through this? But I wonder, is it maybe that something about having a shit ton of fucking money prevents you as an individual from experiencing a lot of this? Like there's two ways to look at this, right? There's scenario A. Dennis Prager was so thoroughly insulated from this because of his wealth, because of his occupation. He just was insulated from all of this, and therefore he couldn't possibly have known. Scenario B, Dennis Prager is lying because he lived through it. And it is so easy to find evidence that he's wrong. That not only is climate change a real thing, and evidence of that is very easy to find, and scientific studies that have been vetted by multiple people with lots of citations and used in further research, that's all easy to find if you look. Seriously, Google Scholar, look at the amount of citations on shit when it comes to global warming and climate change. Seriously, just fucking do it. Pause the video. Go do that. Tell me how many citations you find on good, accredited academic work. Please, do it. You'll be very surprised. But, yeah, just do proper research. That's what I'm asking. Past that, Dennis, the fact that it is so nightmarishly easy to find evidence that you're fucking wrong on literally everything, it leads me to believe that, yes, the good faith interpretation is that you, as an individual, are insulated from so many things, and therefore you're speaking from a position of ignorance. But I cannot, in equal good faith, assume that that's true. Instead, I would assume that, no, Dennis, you're just lying. And you lie a lot. And you lie for a job. And you lie for the Koch brother. You know, I don't know how many times I can say the same joke. Rest in pepperoni, the last one. Gee, Dennis, I wonder what it would be like to be proven wrong by a random guy who masquerades as a big-titted cat girl on the internet. I wonder how embarrassing that would be for you. Probably not. I'm really the one making a fool of myself here. I literally own my cringe in a cringe sandwich. But go ahead. Let's play the rest of the videos. Not like there's not... We're not going to glean much more. We've already proven them wrong. Go ahead.
I feel sorry for any AIDS patient. But as for saying that he ought to have as much right as me, garbage. I don't believe that.
As Mike sat there, little did he know his short swim would force people in Williamson and across America to confront their beliefs about AIDS and homosexuality.
So, people are bigots and probably need to not speak about things that they don't know jack about, but that's fine. All I have to say is that when I'm watching old clips like that, when I'm seeing things from the perspective of what actually happened back in the day, it's nightmarishly, what's the word for it? Naive of me to assume that Dennis Prager is speaking in good faith and he was just thoroughly insulated from all of this and couldn't possibly know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm more convinced now that he knows exactly what he's talking about, and, well, quite frankly, if you follow the money, you will know why he actually talks the way he does about things like climate change. Need I remind you what the Koch brothers support? Just throwing it out there. More like I'm way past the realm of ever taking a good faith in literally anything. Understandable. But for those who don't know, just in case, Koch Industries manufacture paper, process minerals, create fertilizers, and refine oil. And due to this, destroying rainforests and constantly fracking for more oil. Despite there being legitimate reasons we do need to keep fracking available, it is one of the primary ways in which we gain plastics, which we need for the medical industry. But point is, when it comes to the largest purveyors and profiteers in that industry, look at what they're funding and why. They fund propaganda that allows them to continue doing what they do, supported despite the way that they destroy the planet. But, you know, just imagine being Dennis and being wrong about everything as a job. Anyways, with that said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I want to know. Also, let me know what you think of the beach background. I'll use this for a couple of episodes. Might as well. God, you're still Ive? Yes, I'm still Ive. I am still Ive, for only a little bit longer. With that said, if you enjoyed this episode, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and as always, insert end of video tagline here. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. If you want access to behind-the-scenes content for the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon. I do weekly vlogs over there, where I give real-life updates to what's going on behind the scenes on the channel, stuff that you don't really get over here, and even on Twitch. Patreon also helps the channel's stability a whole lot. Without Patreon, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. Especially with the kind of content that I do, neither YouTube nor Twitch are the most stable sources of income. If you are a $20 and up patron, then you will be featured on the ending slides as shown in the beginning of the end credits. If you want to catch the streams where all this content comes from, then consider heading over to Twitch and following. And if you want to continue watching over here on YouTube, maybe consider clicking one of the end screen videos. And once again, I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me over on my channel. I wouldn't be able to do literally anything that I'm doing over here on YouTube without each and every one of you. So thank you.